Welcome to the top 10 most pulled comic books for November 13th, 2024. I'm Mike Spider Slayer. Welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. If you love daily comic book content and you like me helping you make decisions on what comic books to buy, or you're not sure yet, maybe consider hitting that subscribe button. All right, guys, before we dive into this week's show, I want you to head on over to Comic Capsule when you're done with this video, of course, and I want you to check out their Black Friday sale that starts today, November 12th, and goes all the way through December 25th. They got some great products here, guys. They got their Fire and Ice comic capsules. So if you guys want, your comic books to be protected, UV protected, you can check out Comic Capsule. Now, we'll be doing a product review on this on Saturday. So, like I said, you can hold off, wait for my product review, or you can head on over there now. They also have what's called Comic Capes, which they're boards, but they're clear boards and they're UV resistance as well. So if you don't want to use a comic capsule, you can put like your comic book in between the two UV boards, and you can protect them that way. Hey, that's an option as well. So check out comiccapsule.com to get your Black Friday sale today. I'm going to leave their link in the description box below. So just like the start of every episode, we always go with the outside looking in. There's going to be 5 of those books, and the first one we're talking about is Psylock. This is issue 1. It's going to be a 28-page comic for the price of $5. This book has 2,646 pulls. It's written by Alyssa Wong. So I think this series is a mini-series. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments below. The art here is done by Vincio Carotto. I think this book is going to have a lot of nice variants attached to it. I think one of the last series that I read from Alyssa Wong was the beginning of her Deadpool run. I wasn't a huge fan of it. It started off strong, fizzled out for me, but I might check out this first issue just to see what it has to offer for myself and for the readers out there. Our next book that's on the outside looking in goes to Captain America. This is issue 15. This book is 32 pages, $5. The legacy numbering here is 765. The pull list, or the pull numbers on this, is 2,215. It's written by J. Michael Straczynski, and the art is done by Jesus Saez. Now, I think what draws people to this particular issue of, I would say, Captain America, I would think is because it's got Thor, Captain America, and Spider-Man in there. And these trio are working together to go to this town because something happened in this town. What is it? I have no idea. Haven't read Captain America since like the first or second issue. Again, I don't know anybody who's talking about this book. If it's any good, I want to know in the comment section below. Debuting on this countdown at a disappointment third book looking in is GIJoe issue 1. Come on, old guys like me, 80s kids, you guys gotta get this higher on the list, man. This one is 40 pages for the price of $5. I would think this would be higher, especially the build up to this, right? This one does have 3,525 pulls. Not bad for a book that's on the outside looking in. It's written by Joshua Williamson, same writer that did Duke, right? And Cobra Commander. I think they both did that book. And our art is done by Tom Riley, who did the same, is the artist that did the Duke series. So listen, we've had this complete build up when it's come to Scarlet, Destro, Cobra Commander, Duke, and now we get GIJoe issue 1, tying into the whole Energon universe. I think this is going to be a great series. It's going to come together to make something great, grand, fantastic, right? So definitely very much looking forward to GIJoe issue 1. Let's see if it's good and if it's higher next time on Top 10 Most Pulled Comics. So I think this makes me even more angry that GIJoe is not higher on this list, because our fourth book that's on the outside looking in goes to NYX. This is issue 5. This is 32 pages for the price of $4. This book has 3,729 pulls, written by Jackson Lansing, Colin Kelly, and the pencils are done by Francisco Morturano. Like, I don't know, guys. Like, I read the first 2 issues of this. I didn't see anything that had me interesting going forward. I think it's just the cast of characters that are in this book. Like, I don't care about a Null or a Prodigy. Sophie might be all right? You got Celeste. I mean, you got the Cuckoo Sisters, right? And then you got, you know, Laura, X-23. But besides her, like, really, like, what does this book have to offer, man? Just let me know in the comments below. And our final book that's on the outside looking in goes to the Spectacular Spider-Men. This is issue 9. 32 pages for the price of $4. This book does have 3,859 pulls, written by Greg Weisman. The art is done by Emilio Liazzo. Roberto Ramos not even on the book. Like, that's disappointing. So now why is there any reason for me to read this book anymore? I think this book suffers from, like, way too many supporting cast characters. I didn't like really the opening arc. It's got all these vermin characters still in it. It's just a book that's just not hitting for me. I thought this would be a book I would really like, this team up, and I'm just not enjoying it. And I gotta make cuts, right? So unfortunately, this book is going to be a cut for me. Are you guys on my side, or are you going to continue reading the book? Especially since Roberto Ramos is off of this book, unless he's coming back in the next issue. I'm going to take a look. No, he's not even on the next issue. So yeah, let me know in the comments below. Officially now in the top 10, number 10 goes to Deadpool. This is issue 8. 28 pages for the price of $4. This book does have 4,109 pulls, written by Cody Ziegler, and the art is done by Roge Antonio. I've said this before, this book is a lot of fun. I love seeing the journeys and the trial and tribulation that Ellie is going through on taking her father's place at being Deadpool, right? And she's going to do anything to try to find a way to get her father back. I love that she teams up with Taskmaster. I love her sister symbiote, Princess, as well. So overall, it's a really fun book. I would definitely recommend this Deadpool run if you haven't read it yet. Grabbing at number 9 spot, we have Batman and Robin. This is issue 15. It's a 32-page comic for the price of $5. This book does have 5,486 pulls, written by Philip Kennedy Johnson, and the art is done by Javier Fernandez. So what did you guys think of that first issue of the new creative team? Are you on board? Did you like it better than Joshua Williamson's run? I know it's hard to tell because it's only been one issue, but the first issue was all right for me. I think it's just a much different tone. And in this issue, we wind up getting to see Bruce and Damian. They're at a banquet. It goes up in flames. They don't have access to their, to their weapons, to their costumes. And you wind up getting to see Damian a lot in the last issue of like how moody that he actually is. And I thought it was kind of funny that he was at this kid's table and he was like talking back to this little girl. I thought it was hilarious. But I wasn't completely sold on it. So I'm going to need another few issues to see where this is going to go, because I kind of know how Philip Kennedy Johnson writes based off of recently his Hulk series. So is it going to be drawn out kind of like that series? So I guess time will tell. Holding on to that 8th spot goes to Green Lantern. This is issue 17. Legacy numbering 584. 32 pages, $5. This book has 5,685 pulls, written by Jeremy Adams. The man is a wonderful writer, and the art is done by Zermanico, if that's how you say his name. Last book was pretty interesting, as you had to see our Green Lanterns escape, and you get to see Carol Ferris, who is now a Star Sapphire, once again try to escape Theros, and she used her powers, and then we wind up getting to see like the entity that is involved with her, right? And I thought that was different, so I thought that was kind of cool. And we still have this whole situation, I guess, them dealing with Mogo being fueled by rage, right? So there's that going on. Nevertheless, it's a great story, a great run that Jeremy Adams has put together here. And it's cool to see all the lanterns as well, not just Hal. You do get to see Green Lantern, you get to see Jessica Cruz and the others, right? So very much looking forward to this next issue and the continuation of the story now that, of course, absolute power is over. Hitting that number 7 spot goes to Venom issue 39. Legacy numbering 239, 32 pages, $4. This is a Venom War tie-in. This just needs to end, dude. This has been going on way too long. Just way too long, right? This book does have 6,880 pulls, and it's written by Torun Grumbeck, and the art is done by Safu. If you really enjoy this event, guys, that is so awesome. I will never, ever discredit anybody for enjoying a comic at all, right? Again, this channel, me, it's all my opinions. This is just how I feel personally about Venom right now. And we got old man Dylan, right? Is it Dylan Brock going out there trying to save the day? And it looks like his time adventure is going to come to an end. We're going to get a new Venom soon that's has this symbiote. And if you notice, it's got like a gold spider on there. What if it's Loki? Like, if you see Loki, he's got that gold helmet, right? What if Loki is the new Venom? I don't know. There could be some of you that already know who the new Venom is, but that's my guess, maybe. I don't know. I have no idea. Why is Loki even in here? Like, I can't stand this event. It's just all over the place. It's just so convoluted. There's symbiotes all over the place. It's like taking over the Marvel Universe, man. So, yeah, that's just my thoughts on the whole thing. Do you guys agree or disagree? Bro, I'm so upset at this. Coming in at number 6. It dropped. It was like number 4, number 3. This is Transformers, guys. This is issue 14. Are you guys not digging Transformers anymore? Or is it just other books that you're more excited about, right? This book is 28 pages for the price of $4. This book does have a healthy 8,047 pulls. It's written by Daniel Warren Johnson. The art on this particular arc is done by Jason Howard. This is the arc that's focused around Starscream, kind of like his origin, where he is now after his little short battle with Soundwave, and I'm really excited to see what's going on with him in the future and how it attaches itself to like G.I. Joe, right? So yeah, very much looking forward to it. I don't care if Transformers is not even in this top 10 list. I'm always going to read it no matter what. Top 5, here we go. Number 5 goes to Uncanny X-Men issue 5. Legacy numbering 705. 28 pages, $5. This book has 8,664, just slightly over Transformers. Written by Gail Simone. David Marquez does the artwork. David Marquez's artwork is absolutely gorgeous in the series here. And we got different plot lines going on when it comes to Uncanny X-Men. We got this, story of this new mutant in here who's like this horror mutant. I forgot the name of her, where we got kind of like the origin story with her and Rogue battled it out. We got the other new mutants in here by the name of like Calico, Death Dream, Jitter, and Ransom. And then you got an issue with Wolverine in here where he got the crap beat out of him from that other mutant that I talked about earlier. So there's a lot of different little stories here. The freaking mansion got taken over as well. So I feel like out of the X-Men books, right, like this is the most solid one. Holding on to number 4. This book is always on the top 5. This is Ultimate X-Men. This is issue 9. 32 pages for the price of $5. This book does have 8,664 pulls. Man, these books are really tight when it comes to the numbers at the time of this recording. This is written by Peach Momoko and also drawn by Peach Momoko. And in this issue, it looks like Maystorm is finally going to confront Surge, which I don't know if they've been at each other's throats this entire run at this point, because I don't think I've read since issue 6. But there's a lot of characters in this book right now, and I found it to the point where I just couldn't grasp everything that was going on, especially like the Japanese culture and all those different things. So I just wound up dropping this book. I'm not saying it's a bad book. I just think it's just not for everybody. And it does read like a manga in very many ways. So if you're enjoying it, dude, that's pretty awesome. And if you're one of those people also, just let me know in the comments below. Coming in at number 3, we have Action Comics issue 1075. 48 pages for the price of $6. Isn't this book weekly and it's $6? What's going on with this one? Oh, because it's a milestone issue of 1075. Wow, man, holy cow. This book has 8,851 pulls, written by Mark Waid. The art is done by Clayton Henry. So yes, this book has very much been a weekly book. You're shelling out a lot of money for this book. I would say probably at least $20, and now with this one, I think it's like $26, I guess. But Action Comics is a good read for a lot of people, and if you're a hardcore Superman fan, I think you'll probably like this one. Coming in at number 2, this goes to The Amazing Spider-Man. This is issue 61, legacy numbering 955. This has 32 pages for the price of $5. This book does have 10,865 pulls, written by Joe Kelly, and the art is done by Ed McGuinness. So here we go, guys. We're going to get the start of the 8 Deaths of Spider-Man. And, you know, listen, I think no matter what, this is going to be way better than Zeb Wells and John Romita Jr., because we all know that Ed McGuinness can draw some pretty cool Spider-Man, right? And whether you like Dr. Doom being Sorcerer Supreme or not, this book is going to be tied into this overarching event with Dr. Doom. And once this is all over, then I think we're going to get our new creative team announced. So are you guys going to read this, or are you going to pass on it? So remember, guys, after number 1, we are not done, as we have Slayer's sleeper pick, because there's a lot of great books on this top 10 most pulled, but there's still some more great books, even though they're not on that list. And my number 1 book goes to Absolute Batman issue 2. I shouldn't say my number 1. It's Comic Geeks number 1. And this one is 32 pages for the price of $5. I would think this book have a little bit more pulls than it does have. It has 12,778, written by Scott Snyder and Nick Dragotta. I like this Absolute Batman. I think it's pretty cool. I like the sides of them. I like how the origin story is a little bit different. I like how Gotham is a little bit different. I like how Alfred is different. So there's a lot of differences in this run, or this comic book, as of right now. And I'm really looking forward to seeing the direction of this book. And my sleeper pick this week goes to Power Rangers Prime. This is issue 1. This book has 32 pages for the price of $5. It has only 909 pulls. This is published by Boom. And this is for the people out there that say I'm a Power Ranger hater, right? I just never was a fan of the Power Rangers, guys. I most recently read the story with the Pink Ranger in it with Kimberly, where they were much older, and I thought that was really good. And in this one, this is very much in the vein of Marvel's Ultimate Universe. So we're going to get a cast of new teams, right? And a new mentor. So this is very much a great jumping on point for people that never read Power Ranger comics or don't know really what the Power Rangers are. So I'm definitely going to give this one a try. This one is written by Melissa Flores, and the art is done by Michael, can't say last name. So give me credit, guys. I'm going to try a Power Rangers book. So let me know if you guys are going to read this one. And there you guys have it. There are the top 10 most pulled comics for November 13th, 2024. If nothing was on this top 10 list, let me know what else you are excited about reading this new comic book day. And as always, guys, I'm going to leave you more content right here for you to click on. And of course, support those local comic shops. Keep buying, keep collecting, but always remember, read your comic books so we can have great comic conversation. And guys, don't forget to check out comiccapsule.com to save 25% off of your comic capsules. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.